Hi, and welcome to this video that is for all of you kind-hearted recruiters out there who have a hard time rejecting a candidate that you really like, that you know would really like to have the job you have, but probably isn't quite the right fit. I'm Catherine Moody, author of the Consultative Recruiter Toolkit and the Consultative Recruiter Playbook. And I've worked with recruiters who are really struggling with not moving a candidate forward that they know is probably not a really good fit. So what is a kind-hearted recruiter to do? One thing that you might do is talk to the hiring manager if it seems like there is a quality that the candidate has that might make up for whatever it is that is not making them a fit for the position. And then you and the hiring manager can talk about why you would like to move the candidate forward, and let's see what the hiring manager says. It's way better than sending the candidate to the hiring manager and having the hiring manager be very unhappy that you have done that. The other thing is to think about it not just from the hiring manager's perspective, who will be unhappy with seeing a candidate who's not a fit, not from the company's perspective, for whom it's not an advantage to hire a candidate who's not a fit. But let's look at it briefly from the candidate's perspective. If the candidate is getting all excited about the possibility of having a job, if they're really connecting with you and saying, oh my gosh, the recruiter and I had such a great conversation, they're going to move me forward, and it turns out that the hiring manager says no, then the candidate is really disappointed and has had a hard time being really happy and now having to be crushed because they're not getting the job. The other thing thinking about the candidate is suppose the hiring manager hires that person for whatever set of reasons. And in a week, a month, 90 days, it turns out that the candidate really isn't going to make it in the job and they get fired. How awful. So now a candidate who was out of work a few months ago is out of work again. So it's often easier to think about it and get the strategy straight when you think about it from the candidate's perspective. You can see if the hiring manager is interested, but day in and day out, you probably can't really do that. What's really best for the candidate? A lot of times you can say, I just don't think this is the place where you can leverage your skills and experience. This is not the place for you to really be as successful as you have the potential to be. You don't have to turn them down with, we found somebody else, or, no, you're not a fit. You don't have to do that. But do think about what is going to happen to the candidate if you let your heart rule your head. You move them forward, and then at some point they get disappointed. That's really hard on everybody, including you, I know. So it's always best to tell the candidate what you really feel. Make it soft. Don't sugarcoat it, but it doesn't have to be too blunt. I hope that helps for all of you tender-hearted, soft-hearted candidates, candidate lovers out there. Be well, take care, and I'll see you on the next video.